you the password at the end of that. And if anybody's got a spare hand to type, if you could type it into chat, I'd appreciate it. That's right, fisherman. Cold tyres, everybody, cold tyres. Voice chat is over in Overdrive Discord today. Password protected as requested. The last Thursday of the month. Thank you, Fishman. Thank you, Crikes. Rafa. The other day I found a mod with the unbalanced sound and went to the mod creator and asked if something he can fix. Or is it linked to Riser to fix it first? Did you get an answer back? Did you know about it? Was he surprised when you told him? I've got so many questions that need answering. It's a beautiful spring day here in the centre of the UK. We've had pretty much wall-to-wall sunshine and we hit just over 20 degrees Celsius today, which after the last few weeks felt very, very warm. Had a busy morning, had to get rid of loads of rubbish. Off to the recycling centre with a car full today. Come back and then I was tinkering with seating position, and I think I've designed an alternative mounting solution to this seat, which will give me a bit of flexibility and adjustment that I need. So that's a big job for Monday, that is. You know what these things are like. You think, oh, it's only going to take an hour. 4 hours later, you're still tinkering. Because you haven't quite got the right bolt length. You haven't quite got the right size washer. The bit of metal you thought was okay isn't okay. You've got to find another one. Then you've got to cut a custom piece, and then you've got to spray it black because you don't want it to not match your rig. Skeets, good day everybody. Hello. Oh. I'm getting loads of understeer. He believes it's a strange sound effect from AMS2, and he has a friend who is a developer of the game and pass it on to. Oh, excellent! There you go. The only other thing to try as well. Hang on, let me go to the back. We've got time. Let me go back to the beach. Have a little look at this, Rafa. I thought about it. Yes, was it yes? Yeah, yesterday. If you go into, oh sorry, I'm rushing through these. If you go to options, Rafa, then audio. There's been so many extra sliders been put into here. However, further down, this LFE extra volume I've reduced. I can't remember what the max is, but I've reduced it all the way down to 20. And during the beta testing of 1.6, they were suggesting that you have all these turned to standard. And make sure your Windows audio is set to standard as well. You don't want any... If you've got like a room effect or a spatial effect in the Windows sound settings, it was causing issues. I don't know whether it's still the case. But I turned this down as recommended by the Riser devs. So have a little look at that. Because that might fix it, you know. It might be pushing that much detail through the audio. Right, oh, hang on a minute. Do these cars have assists? I can't remember. Let's have a quick look. No. No ABS, no traction control on these cars. Make sure you turn them off if you want the authentic driving. You have no idea if you have it. Yeah, if you if you go into those options and look at those audio settings, try that first, and then what you need to do is click on the Windows icon, bottom left, and then just search in that search bar for your sound, and then go digging through there. There should be plenty of Should be plenty of YouTube videos. Oh, I got so much understeer. Shark bait. Ooh, ha, ha. Hello, Lewis. How are you? So, as promised, last Thursday of the month, password protected lobby. I'm not sure whether we'll get to fill the lobby as it's passworded. Some people don't want to mess about coming onto a YouTube channel to find the password. I understand that. However, hopefully all the regulars will be in, and if we can get as many regulars as possible, we should hopefully have some really nice racing. I must say, Tuesday's racing, because I was qualifying, the majority of the racing was superb. I think the last 3 races of the day was absolutely brilliant. Really good, hard battles. Had a tough championship race yesterday. The Super V8 at Bathurst for 35 minutes. What a tough race that was. I was sweating, absolutely sweating at the end of that one. I need to get rid of this understeer out of this. This is, I know the tyres are still cold, but yeah, the trouble is, Skeets, is there's only so many tracks with a flowing turn 1. And I do try and pick them, but it can get very boring very quick if you're limited to just a couple of tracks. Hampus, hello, how are you? First attempt I get black screen, second attempt disconnect, and now third attempt stuck on loading screen. Oh no. That sounds reminiscent of the days when I was first started live streaming, and I'd be in a panic trying to get everything working just before we went live. And those are the things that used to happen to me. I now, believe it or not, I know it doesn't feel like I'm ready, but I'm actually starting the process at 2 hours before, well, an hour and a half to 2 hours before going live. I'm starting the process of making sure the thumbnail's done, all the metadata's ready, the back end of YouTube is lined up and queued up, and then if I have a chance I try and get the lobby half set up, and then invariably I forget something or something goes wrong at the last minute. That's my excuses, I'm sticking to them. I had an absolute mare at Bathurst in the V8. I'm trying to get out of the way. Sorry, Artici. I did try and stay out of the way. I think it was lap 2, and because the tyres had suffered so much in Quali, the soft tyres, I decided to do the race on hard. And I guess that they should last fairly well. However, I didn't anticipate just how long it would take to get them warm. Managed to get a good start. Defended for a lap and a half. And then span out at the bottom of Conrad on the second lap. So I wasn't very impressed with myself. Luckily, I didn't damage the car. I did go parallel into the wall. Probably the best I could have hoped for. And then I spent the race pushing that hard. I ended up, well, during that spin I'd flat spotted the front right, and that just progressively got worse and worse throughout the race, and there's quite literally nothing left on the front right by the time we got to the end of the 35 minutes. And I was being caught by grumpy old Fart, who joins us on a regular basis. and he was on half worn softs, and he was catching me so fast. And then when I got to the kink on the last lap of the race, I got to the kink at the bottom of Conrod. Because of the flat, no grip on the front right, and a little bit of damage, I turned into the kink, braked really early to give Ian a clue that I was struggling, understeered through the kink, and unfortunately I understeered that far that by the time Ian had got alongside me, he had no room but to go on the grass, so hang head in shame, made him go on the grass and crash. Luckily he didn't shout at me too much. He did call me a bastard. Oh, beep. I said bar steward, and the bar steward said, "What can I get you at this fine bar of mine?" said the bar steward. I said, "I'll have a double whiskey please, bar steward." I think we got away with it. Wow, the brakes need adjusting as well. I remember this car being a bit more grippy than this. Am I losing my marbles? I thought this was one of the really good ones. Or was it one of the old ones? Don't forget your push to pass. You need a button lined up for it. Hopefully some of the Overdrive gang will be in to join us as well. Kino, yes, it has boost and it is only in the race. Only this 2024 version is slightly different in the fact that you don't have to press and wait, you can just keep pressing it from what I can remember. I think you can run out if the race is long enough, but these sprint races that we do, I don't think you'll run out. But I can't remember if you leave your finger on or you have to keep pressing it. Yeah, take a look, Rafa. It could be something as daft as that. I know with the amount of audio detail that they brought in 1.6, I remember conversations in the closed beta on the forum that they were having audio issues and weird things happening, and then they recommended that you strip Windows audio drivers back to default, and then lower that LFX or LFV, I can't remember what it was now. I've got a memory like a sieve. Don't you dare spin. Yeah, I've definitely got some more fine-tuning to do with my seating position after the hours of tweaking, and it's amazing how just changing the seat can make all that difference. Wow, look at the times people have got. Brino and Hamburger and Hampus and Kino as well. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. There must be some amazing setups being used. The Aero boys are doing it again. After I'll take a look when I have time. I'll also send another friend if they have also heard the unbalance so far. Everybody reported this. Yeah, I think it's across the board. I think you're right. Skeets, if you want good tracks with nice starts, Sumo, Sonoma, Mugello fit the bill, but they're all mud tracks. Yeah, that's the biggest problem. Joseph, how are you, my dear boy? How's things in Joseph land? Hello, Interlagos. I'm really struggling with this car. Right, You've got 10 minutes of private quali. We may have to drop it down. Depends how quickly we get through these races. I'm not happy with this setup at all. Sometimes that makes a difference, not always. Right. Fuel is off and damage is off as well. Just so you're aware. Let's just save that as a temporary. I've just read Josie's. The reason I'm laughing so much is because I know I know what he's like. I remember it well. Oh, it's better than when it goes in your eye, Joseph. Yeah, if anybody's had a flake of rust in their eye whilst working on a plumbing car, they know what it's like. Quite good lap just to throw it all away in the last corner. Classic. This is really slide. Yeah, I've found it a bit slidey as well. I can't quite put my finger on why it's as slidey as this. I thought this was the good one. We drove one a few weeks back, and I thought it was the 24. It might have been a... I should really look at my list, shouldn't I? And it was really well gripped up. I feel the... Kino, you're probably right. Short shifting in this because the amount of torque that the engine's providing. And I'm not sure what kind of differential it's got. I know the Super V8 has got a really awkward differential, a spool differential. Somebody informed me that, yesterday exactly what differential was in it. Try lowering the anti-roll bars up front and rear, Craigs. Maybe lower the front. Well, it depends if you're suffering understeer or oversteer, really. You definitely need to get the tyres somewhere in the window. Ooh. So we found another vehicle that needs a bit more grip. I like the transmission white. We're going to go GT4 McLaren next after this one. If you want the password, by the way, and you want to join in, just ask in chat. Skeet says, a new wheel owner, I really like Sumo, a nice short so the AI can't get away with lots of cool. Learn to pass, yeah, absolutely. Oh, cold tyres, still cold tyres. It's a good job I put it Quali on 10 minutes. I tell you what, the suspension through that section there feels nice. I'm pretty good with putting fingers in my eyes now. Yeah, up the mirror trying to flick a piece of rust out with your finger. You still blink though, don't you? You're still like, touch my own eyeball. Oh, it's horrible. Who wants to touch their own eyeball? That's what I say. I'm supposed to be qualifying, not messing about. That's Josie's fault. Crikes is the last person who needs help. We all need help in one way or another. Some more than most. I've been in a silly mood since the moment I woke up this morning. I was doing my wife's heading. What's wrong with you today? It's just the mood I woke up in. I mean, she found me a little bit entertaining, but I think I got annoying in the end. There's something wrong with you. I know I've achieved something when it gets to that point. Why am I doing that? Too much flex in this seat. I'm too kind of upright as well. It's not hurting my back yet, so that's a good thing. I wish I'd concentrate sometimes. Some of them are. I'm not. I don't know where they're getting these times from. I'm sure. Probably if I shut up and concentrated, I might do a bit better. The tyres are just coming into the temp window as well, mate. Crikes, try pushing the brake balance forwards a little bit as well. It just might... Depends how much you like it to rotate on the way in. You need a quite good throttle control, which I haven't got. I wanted to ask you a question as well, Joseph. Are you the designated welder, or are you the designated holder of the piece that needs welding? Or have you got all the clamps and mod cons to deal with it on your own? Because I used to be, when I was young and stupid, the designated holder on every welding job. And invariably I'd end up having sparks going down my t-shirt, front and rear. That used to be quite interesting. A little bit painful around the edges. Always ended up with burns in my t-shirt where the sparks from the welding had burnt through my cotton t-shirts. And it's really important to have cotton on when you're welding. You don't want no plastic synthetic t-shirts when you're welding, that's for sure. Where are they finding all this time? Have they found a shortcut? Or have they got super duper aero set up? So you've never... I suppose you might have. I suppose if you're underneath a car and you've got something clamped and you're welding, I suppose you've had it go down... The classic one's down the sleeve of your overalls, and you have to try and shake it out quick because it just catches you out. It used to make me giggle as well. I used to have a little swear and have a giggle. Yeah, my dear papa was the designated welder. I think he used to do a lot of it on purpose to get sparks into my clothes, just for the laugh. Oh, this car's slowly coming to me now. Famous last words. I told you, didn't I? It's a lock up. Make a mess of that one. feeling this race might be a bit of hard work. Yeah, I am so far off the pace. Look at that. I'm like 1.5, 1.6 behind Kino. Time to retire. Sack the driver. Get a new one in. There's plenty out there. Let's do a Red Bull. Speaking of Red Bull. Pills. A giggling hello to everyone with a big thank you to Matt for the tireless moderation and composing of this great racing. Love it. I thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your very kind words. Skeets of 139 is impressive indeed. It certainly is. Oh, this seat doesn't feel very good. Look at the movement. I'm going to press the brake and I'm going to disappear over the bag. That'll be funny. I think I'm losing a lot on the braking. Also, I don't see Hampus on my screen. Okay. If everybody only one track to play, what would it be? I picked the green. How? It's very tight. Very tight. Green Hal or Alton Park. They're almost neck and neck. Alton Park may be a smidge ahead for me because there's no time to think at Alton Park in a fast car. Hampus, you're not synced properly. No. Right, I'll wait to try and help the synchronisation. I'll wait till the last 2 seconds before I hit go. Skeets VIR is up there. Yeah. Well, the 2 tracks I used to use for testing. First was Donington because I know it so well. And then it was a toss-up. The green hour was too long to use for testing, so I'd end up at VIR. You got a really good variation of corners at VIR. Right, while we're waiting for the countdown, let me just set this up. Welcome everybody. Nearly ready. Crikes, Knockhill, Road Atlanta, Zandvoort. Yeah, well, this is the problem, isn't it? There's so many good tracks around the world, and I mean, AMS2 has opened my eyes to some of the glorious Brazilian tracks that are out there. I never would have known how good some of the Brazilian tracks were if it weren't for AMS2. Good luck, everybody. Don't forget you push to pass, and it's go, go, go here at Interlagos in the 2024 stock cars. I can't get turned in. There's a car in the way. There's 2 cars in the way. There's still cars in the way. You don't get any push to pass until after the first lap. I have no idea how I ended up in this position. Cool tyres, everybody, cool tyres. Oh, understeer. Oh, we're on the... Okay, we're going on the very outside of this one. Oh, trying to cut back on the inside's not happening. We know where we don't belong. You get so much information from the brakes in AMS2. Just need... These cars need about 5% more grip, front and rear axles. Oh, my seat just wobbled. That made me a bit dizzy, that did. It was not in sync with the game, that movement. Right, here we go. Oh, hello, that was a big snap of oversteer on the way in to the apex. Hello, why is it doing that all of a sudden? Killer Easy, what car is this? This is the 2024 stock car, as shown on the thumbnail. I didn't want to waste that boost that I gave it just, so I had to keep my finger on it. And it's very tricky in the... Oh, I can release it. I didn't realise. This is the key point for the boost, I think. Up the hill. Don't. Come on, car, behave yourself. I'll catch up with chat in a minute. Bit busy. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you so much for all the likes so far. You are very, very generous. No, I didn't want to do that. Oh. I'm making my own sound effects. Oh no, I'm in a giggly mood today. Oh! It's so aggressive when that boost comes in. I've gone wide. That's not optimum. Oh, whoever's behind us just press their button as well. Side by side, we haven't touched it. Oh! Oh, we're gone. That was a weird flick on the way in. Sack the driver, get a new one. They're queuing up on the outskirts of the paddock. Just go and pick one. That one will do. Get rid of this one. He's only done 2 races. Well, this one's only done 1 race so far. Qualifies getting rid of it. Satire. Satire. You sat on what tyre? Oh, hey! The terrible jokes are starting as well. No wonder people are tuning out. Oh, Paul, no! So easily done. Did it myself. Oh. Oh. Right. I have not got the hang of pressing the button at the right time. My braking's awful. I'm starting on the brakes way too early. The green tarmac looked more enticing and faster to me, so that's why I went there. See, I went way too early on the brakes again. But when I left it late, that's when I rotated around. So maybe if I change the brake bias a bit more. Get off the curb. I am very scrappy at the moment. Not straight. It's almost like the at the end of the long straights, it's almost like the brakes heat up and then start binding, like harder. Kind of as they would in real life. I think they work better at the optimum temperature, don't they? So I don't know whether Riser have modelled that. It's just that understeer. I mean, what I did to the setup as well, there should be very little understeer now. To fix the understeer, the only thing left is differential and aero, but we're only doing sprint races, so I was going to spend forever twiddling setups. That understeer, what did I tell you? Always coming underneath, whether I like it or not. Stopping would be very pleasant and nice if I could do it. Rhino, you forced me into a very deep turn one. Good driving, eh? You didn't hit me, I don't know. We're back in our starting position. That wasn't the idea after the fantastic start there. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. We are still on race 1. Password protected. Lobby, as promised, last Thursday in the month. Right, the fronts are locking up now. I've moved the brake bias that far forwards. Woo! A bit warm. Oh, virtually impossible to drift. You can still do a decent J-turn. Oh, I was useless in that one. Right, you've been chatting away. You guys work together, you can catch the top 3. Well, that didn't happen, did it? Skeets Road Atlanta is a drag race, drag racing with a few corners, but fun as hell. Road Atlanta, not so much. She's only got that one drag strip. The rest of the track is quite compact and twisty. Kino, Jerez, without a doubt for me, MotoGP track specifically. Ah, Kino, that's an interesting one. I'm not overly keen on it. There's 3 corners that cause me so much trouble. Skeet's Sonoma GP track has about 4 corners you cannot see in the cockpit mode. Oh, okay, that makes it a real big challenge if they're off camera and stuff like that. Right, well done everybody. Hope you used up all your boost. Joseph, what do you think of the Sonoda Lawson swap? Well, I said on Tuesday, I don't think you was there Tuesday, Joseph, that it's literally wide open what could happen with that swap. And the scenario is the swap works, it just works, and Lawson isn't as happy as Sonoda. The other alternative is Sonoda performs terribly in the Red Bull and Lawson performs terribly in the sister car, and nobody wins. But the worst case scenario I can think of is Sonoda does not brilliant in the Red Bull and Lawson beats Sonoda in the sister. Can you imagine how embarrassing that's going to be? I should imagine somebody's going to program a special button on the pit wall that if Lawson overtakes Sonoda, they press the button and his wheels fall off. Not like that hasn't happened before. I like a good conspiracy. They wouldn't do that, would they? They wouldn't do that, would they? Right. Where are we going? Monza, and I need to change the quali time. See, my little note to self worked. I'm going to leave that there. We're going to do the... No, we're going to do the modern Monza in the McLaren. And we'll change the practice down to 10 minutes. There we go. Room in the lobby if you want to join. Yeah, so what do you think, Joseph? What do you think of those 3 scenarios? The most entertaining one for me is the nasty... no, not the nasty. It's not nasty. It's the most oh, look at the atmospheric light hitting my neck. Oh dear. Yeah, the most entertaining one for me is if Lawson outperforms Sonoda. in the sister car. Skeet Sonoda has way more experience. Yeah, if you guys work together, you can. Yeah, I've read that. That didn't work. What car is this? Read that. Corolla. Thank you, Skeets, for adding that. I love the Gazoo racing on the dash. That was intense. Yes. Silvano, Franca, hello, how are you? Welcome along. Hope I pronounced your name right. Tell me off if I haven't. In my game doesn't have center panel. What is this track? That track was Interlagos. Thank you, Skeets. Skeets is on form today. Look at that, he's beating me to it. But which one? It's the Brazilian stock car version. I can't. The only difference I can see in AMS2 between the GP and the Brazilian stock car version is there's no DRS in the Brazilian version. That's literally the only thing I can see the difference. How are you, Silvano? Skeets was not a center panel added last year for WEC. Yeah, in the GP version, the center is on the end of the. As you come around that, you know where it is. You don't need me to tell you. That's why you're asking. Another great track is Kyle Army. Yeah, I love both versions of Kyle Army and AMS2, the new and the old one. Skeets, it took almost 20 years for most sport to come back to video games. Let's hope Mount Tremblant will come soon. Is that in AMS1? Can't remember. Right, could you see me, Hampus? Question mark. Kino, is Hamburger here in chat? Not sure. He sometimes does come in. Hamburger, you need to get into chat. Kino wants a word. Soft knees. How do I get the password? You ask the question just like that, and somebody in chat provides. Thank you, Kino. Brino, I got spun around on lap 1, but had a fairly good recovery drive. Excellent. Yeah, you was flying. Rave Agent, no two presses of the brake had the same. Yeah, it was a bit interesting. I think it was down to tyre temps that. Skeets Road Atlanta has 3 straightaways. You know, half of one. 2.5. I'd argue with you, Skeets. I'd argue in the pub over a pint, and I'd argue that it was 2.5 straights, not 3. Sorry, I am thinking of Road America. Yeah, Road America's a bit different. Rhino's on form as well. Look at that. Skeets. Road Atlanta is a combo of VIR and motorsport. Yep, with the ups and downs. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Donington Park as well when you drop down through the S's. Hampus, I could see you, Crikes, but you were a ghost. You were not a ghost for me, I can tell you that. Did something happen? Skeets, I don't know about Sonoda has been pretty fast this season. Well, he was last year, actually. He was just in a slow car, wasn't he? But can you just imagine if Lawson suddenly jowls with that car and beats the Red Bull? There's definitely going to be a button on the pit wall that blows both wheels off. From what year was that? Was that who was it in the Red Bull where the front wheels exploded, the suspension collapsed and the wheels shot off, or the hub snapped away from the suspension? Soft knees would like to join for one race before roulette evening. No worries, jump on board. I love you. I love your name, Soft Knees, in chat. I haven't got a soft knees. My knees hurt. The last alternative is more likely. Well, if it was Ferrari doing it, yeah, it would be more likely if it was Ferrari. If they had a sister car, can you imagine? I need to go do some driving, really. I don't even know which way we're going. Oh, where are we? Oh, here we are. It's so early in the morning, we've got our headlights on. Hampus, I'm due a PC upgrade, not sure if that could fix some things. Currently it's just one thing after another. It may do, it doesn't always, that's the problem. I'm going to ask a really stupid question, Hampus, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Have you turned your router off for more than a minute and then put it back on again? Hello? Cold tyres. I forgot that I sat in the pits for so long. The tyres are so cold. And we need to put our traction control and ABS on. Main beam deployed. Rhino, such a poser. Still extremely cold tyres. Skeets, Hampus, what do you have? GTX 1080. You know what, that 1080 series was really good. Really good, but it probably is time for an upgrade. I need to hold off a little bit longer. Probably a 50 series. I'm going to have to try and wait for one of those and save up. Dampo, is the password available for all? It certainly is. Have a look on the poll at the top of the chat and it'll give you the password. The exclamation mark PW isn't working for some reason. Nightbot has gone on strike. Craig's Hampus, I got contact with you twice and it was like your car didn't feel anything, so I thought something was a bit off. I have messaged the governor, the boss man over at Riser, about the magnetic sides. When you're in contact side on side, you tend to stick together. I mean, you would do that, but it's a little bit too long in AMS2. Snow on the mountains. So I messaged that yesterday and I've got a little bit of support. Oh my word, what I'm blaming them. Thank you so much for all those likes. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Welcome to the new subscribers. We've done really well over the last couple of weeks for subscribers, by the way. Once I hit, I think I told you, all the regulars will remember, that we weren't going to pay too much attention to subscriber count after I got to 1,000. But when I did check the other day, I was like, oh, hello. That was a few more than I thought I was going to have. iRacing's the only one that's got that track. Okay. I suppose you got to pay for it as well, Skeets. It's not one of the free ones, is it? I thought AMS1 had got it. Is it a mod in AC? I thought I'd seen it somewhere. And I've only got AMS1 and AC original. Does anybody know when we're getting an update to AC? Evo? Because it's gone very, very quiet. I did check Steam DB and there was an update to Assetto Corsa Evo on the 25th, 2 days ago. So I don't know what that was. But I wondered when the next major update was coming. Not changing down as quick as I'd like it to. It must have over rev protection on it. Hasn't this got a really differential in it? Is it a computerised differential in this? I remember somebody talking about it. I don't like the anti-Hamilton narrative on Formula 1 website. I haven't seen what's going on there, Skeets. What's that all about? We're not stopping. We got away with it. Buemi. In the Toro Rosso, that was it. That was spectacular. The fact that they both give way at exactly the same time, I think that denotes a button press in the pits, doesn't it? Was Bernie Ecclestone still involved at that point? I think he was, wasn't he? That was Bernie sitting in his bus going, this is going to happen next. Orchestrating the racing. A blink in, what's the password? Have a look at the poll at the top of the chat. It'll tell you in there. Sounds nice, doesn't it, this McLaren? Once you've got your head round the handling, it goes pretty well. Tyres are still struggling. It should be a warmer track for Quali. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Can't catch that one. Bernie for sure is all for the show. Yeah, me and my father, late father, had a theory that Bernie used to sit in his double-decker bus or wherever it was, his command station, and have buttons: blown tyre, blown engine, flapped suspension at 150 mile an hour. Nigel Mansell's in the lead again. We'll just give him a puncture going up the hill at Monaco. We'll make it rain now. I can just imagine him pressing all these buttons, orchestrating the Formula 1 for the TV. He's very clever. Skeets, Hampers, if your budget can afford it, the 7900 XTS. I like the 600 and you get up to 3. Yeah, they seem to be performing really well, don't they? Although AMD is struggling as a business at the moment for some strange reason. Down in the dumps. It shouldn't be, it's performing well. Skeets, off to get some brewskis, BRB, no cool music. Get it. Hi Ian, how you doing? I am so sorry about yesterday. I hit the brakes so early at the kink, hoping that you'd like twig that I was in trouble, and you gained on me so fast, and I was convinced I'd left at least a car width, and then when I saw you on the grass, I'm like, oh damn it. Oh dear. Right. Yeah, it was hard work. I was sweating. The password is TSRA in uppercase, and I'll just hang on until I see you in there. There's plenty of room. I won't move. We've got 10 minutes of free practice and 10 minutes of private qualifying, so you'll go straight into the 10-minute quali. You'll be the only car on the track. I'll catch you a bit. That sounded ominous. It sounded like you were getting ready to get your own back. Cheers, Ian. No worries of blinking. Buemi said that it was because Toro Rosso was struggling a bit with money and went a bit cheap on some parts. You can't have the whole front section fall off a car at exactly the same time. That would, if one side had collapsed, I would have understood. But the fact that they both let go in such a dramatic... No, it's definitely Bernie with a button. I can't accept anything other than that. Hampus, only times from 7 people for me. That's included. Okay, that's a weird one. That's very strange. Right, here we go. Grumpy old farts in. He's threatening to get his own back for last night's misdemeanour by me. I should technically be docked to place in that championship because I cost Ian a place, so I might have a word with the organiser and just say, take a place off me. Softneys, regarding the name, Softneys is a pun about audio compressors and also how our music feels. Mondra is one of the most overrated tracks. Boring. It's only because the European GT cars are coming here. I think this weekend, I think they're here. The stock car 25s are at Interlagos this weekend. That's why we did that on the first race. But Softneys, feel free to ask for a combo. Right, let's have a look at this setup. It weren't too bad actually. I was a little bit heavy on the brakes. Need to just cool that down a bit. I don't want to do that. That's bottomed out. I might just do that. Low engine braking. I'm going to release the engine braking just by 1. Can't change the boost. 40% boost. Imagine how it runs at max. Max boost. Oh, that'll do. I probably need to tweak the diff. Does anybody know what diff is in this car? I'm sure it's a computerized diff of some sort, or something special about the diff in this GT4 McLaren. I might be wrong. Crikes, the year before they had part from given by Red Bull, but they for that year after they were struggling a bit. Okie doke. Rhino, where me still try to steer after the full. Yeah. I think that's just I just think that's a natural reaction to try and control the vehicle, not realising that, well, he probably did realise, but the speed of everything happening. Can you just imagine that in a Formula 1 car? Both front wheels leave you instantaneously as you're approaching a corner. Balls of steel. Start changing that as quick as I want it to. Cold tyres, everybody, cold tyres. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for all the likes. If you haven't already, you know what to do. All that YouTube fun and goodness to help a channel out. I want to do something slightly different at the end of the live stream today. I hope you indulge me and just try something for me. Joseph, yeah, he was... Oh. He's reading chat again. On a straight that isn't straight. Yes, he was suggesting to implement sprinklers on the track. Yes, Bernie was suggesting that. I mean, it would have been more entertaining if they'd have introduced sprinklers on a straight, but it had flammable liquid in and it set fire, and they had to race through the fire. That'd be spectacular, wouldn't it? That'd make for good TV. And then a pile of cardboard boxes at the end of a straight, so you had to tail slide it through the pile of boxes like an American cop show from the 70s. Yeah, we can make Formula... Between us, we can come up with fantastic ideas for making Formula 1 really interesting. Kino, remember that. He was almost clueless. He wasn't... Yeah, it must have been a bit of a... One of those moments of like you know when something happens and you have one of those brain moments like I've just had. Why isn't the car turning? What's just happened to me? We're running out of time to get a quali lap in. It's not good enough, that. Get your act together. Kevin M's in there. Hello, Kevin. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us, Kevin. I know you're a busy boy. Oh, my word. I haven't got any better with my driving, as you can tell, Kevin. How's things in Kevin land? You know, I said I didn't want to move the brake bias back. I think I'm going to have to. I'm just worried because this car likes to rotate anyway. Oh, I know where it is. I loosened off the engine braking. Pennies just dropped. The front shouldn't fall off, that's for sure, yeah. It's like me, I should keep my eyes on the road, that's for sure as well. I remember watching that happen and actually being angry about it because it was so dangerous. Not a great feature. Yeah, it's just a feature. Who cares about safety? Kevin M, I saw you hit Arco on the straight. So it wasn't straight. There's a slight left in it. Oh, I can't get away with anything these days. You put yourself out there. Joseph says hello to Kevin M. Kevin M says, hey Joseph, all good? Yeah, we were talking about well, Joseph started it, so I can't get the blame for this one, but talking about rusting your nostrils. Unless you've been there, you don't know what that reference is. And then I drifted onto welding and sparks going down the back of your shirt. Make sure you're always wearing cotton when you're welding. No plastic. Right, I'm going to ask you guys a question now. Over on the open side of the forum, Rafa very kindly sent me a link in Discord to a Q&A with the boss over at Riser. And basically he wants people's feedback to do with AI and physics. Now, that side of the forum... Sorry, the questions are mainly about AI at the moment. So, forget the AI question. What physics... What are the questions you want to ask about physics to do with AMS2? And I'll try and pass them over there. Average Mike is in the house. Hello, Average Mike. How are you? Joseph, yes, all good, Kevin. How are things in the land of maple syrup? All I'll say is at least it will continue to be the land of maple syrup, regardless of the name. Will you end up all with new passports, Kevin? And what will the strange coloured man from south of the border decide to do with you all? Uh-oh. Oh, I was on for a good lap as well. Famous last words. Still got cold tyres. As well, aside from the late winter, 10 centimetres of snow are heading our way. All good. I'm done it again, Kevin. Hashtag never 51. I don't know. I'm kind of warming to the idea. Does it wind you up, Kate? What do Come on, I've not heard what Canadians actually think about it. Rhino starting from the back. I probably should have started from the back, to be honest. With my driving abilities so far, I've been atrocious. How can there be such a gap at the front? It's been like that in race 1 as well. What's going on? Elbows up, Kevin. Chin down, elbows up. Skeets, Canada is a great place to live. Elbows up indeed. We are mostly done with winter here in Sweden. Yeah, we are properly into spring now, and looking at the next 10 days, we're going to be in the mid to high teens for the next 10 days Celsius. Well, it's been uniting us here mostly, I can imagine. Have you started building your own wall? I'm sorry. It's the weirdest thing. Teo! Exclamation mark password is not really working for some reason. So click on the poll above and it'll give you the password there. Sorry, mate. We got Ian over in Overdrive chat as well, Teo. There's no such thing as done nowadays. It could snow in May. Yeah, we've had snow in May in the past. Only once or twice. We have beaver dams as walls. You're training your beavers to build them that high? I'm impressed. It's just crazy. Just crazy. Usually we put on summer tyres now and then we get 10 centimetres of snow once more in April. Yeah, it sounds about right. Well, me and the dearest and nearest wifey were talking about changing the winter duvet off the bed this weekend. But you know what that means. I'll jinx it and we won't have the warm temps. Right, here we go. Thank you everybody for joining. Let's have a really good race like the last one. GT4s at Monza. Skeet still has his winters on. My buddy removed his winters yesterday. Dope. Soft knees. Shitloads of snow still here. 2 weeks till football season. Sounds about right as well. Niblets in the house. Hi Lord Matt and all in chat. I missed Tuesday's stream just a very bit. That's okay. You're allowed to miss it. You know I appreciate when you do find time. Niblet. We've got busy lives. I understand that. But thank you so much for popping in. Are you going to drive, Niblet? Are you going to join us for the next one? I'm not sure what we're doing yet. Rafa's give us 3 suggestions. We might do one of those next. Or we might do the randomizer. We haven't done that for a while. Got a couple of things to talk about today and show you. I'm not going to bore you with any more of my holiday pics or slow motion video of cars sliding around. I might though. Depends how good you are. Skeets, it's 2 Celsius outside. The baseball season starts on Monday. I didn't click ready. Why that? We're squeezing on the inside. Everybody's done the same on cold tyres. Oh, how? Look at the radar. That was so typically Monza. At least there weren't a massive pile-off. What was that GT3 race where they all did that? Was that last year or the year before? Okay. Was that you getting your own back then, Ian? That's what it felt like. I got squeezed onto the grass going into the second chicane. I wouldn't blame you if you. I wouldn't blame you if you decided to do something like that after what I did to you. Yeah, very cold. Hi, Taya. How are you? Thank you, Ian. That's given me a chance to catch back up to somewhere where I was. That gave me the chance to get kind of back to the position I should be in. I think I know that Chris in front. Oh, I'll have to catch up with you. You're all chatting away. Keep it going, keep it going. I'll have to catch up again. Kevin, you missed the question as well. And Average Mike, what is your most favourite track? It doesn't have to be in AMS2. It can be just in real life globally. I love Panini. Unfortunately, exclamation mark password PW isn't working today. Nightbot has gone on strike. I've not been feeding it enough AI bot-arism, if that's the thing. So click on the poll at the top of the chat and it'll give you the password. I am driving awful tonight. Right, concentrate. Yeah, tell me about it, Kevin. My brain immediately said, well, there's at least 15. So then I've decided, what do I drive? What do I just like auto go to in AMS2? And it's Alton Park, the Nordschleife or VIR, so that's 3. But there's so many. Oh, I've got Chris on the inside of me. I can feel the heat from his exhaust pipes. He can't do it again. I'm going to squeeze him. I knew he was going to do that. He'll be giggling his little socks off down in the southwest that Christmas. Hard charging. Oh, we've done him. Minomus in front, or Minimus, joined us for the Slipstream Championship yesterday at Bathurst in the Super V8s, and he absolutely tranced me. I'm having a really good battle for the 2 laps at the start of the race until I spun and flat spotted my front right horrendously. Right, come on, still time. 10 minutes plus 1 lap in the race. Oh! Now Chris is getting back in the groove behind me. Starting to feel the mirrors. Oh, he had to defend strongly there. Welcome to this live stream, everybody. Thank you so much for all the likes. If you haven't already, you know what to do. All that YouTube goodness. As we try and close in on Minimus in front. Gonna be tough because I know he's a quick driver. And then I've got Chris behind, who's also quite rapid, but he's under pressure from Rhino and Dampo. They're closing in on him, so hopefully they're going to get themselves embroiled in a battle behind, and I can just concentrate on the car in front. We're matching each other at the moment. Slightly better in the braking zone. Diego, there's also a link in the description down below for Discord if it doesn't pop up, but it should pop up. I was hoping it was going to kick itself into life, but check in the description instead. We've got Teo and Grumpy Old Fart over in Discord voice, having a little natter about the race. Oh, grips the curb. Oh, he's gone. So easy to do in this McLaren. Bad luck. Soft knees. The only consolation, soft knees, is that I was nowhere near. And that's a consolation for me after last night's race, soft knees. Didn't actually think we were going to get stopped there. Oh, now understeer. Average Mike, 20 months. Average Mike, you are such a hero. Thank you so much indeed. Whoop, whoop. 20 months. Party. Thank you, Average Mike. That does mean a lot. More than you realise. Uh-oh. More than my brakes mean. Okay. What have we all got planned for the weekend? Is there anything you can actually admit that you're going to do? That you can confess to in advance? I'm on lawn mowing duty. I've got my lawn to do, which isn't too bad, it's not too big. And then the mother-in-law, her lawn's desperate to be done. First cut of the year for her. Trouble is, she's got... Oh, hello. That caught me off guard. Did you notice? She's got quite a bit of lawn around her property, so it takes a little while, especially the first cut of the year. Then got go and see the granddaughter. And a couple other things. I haven't thought what I'm doing Sunday yet. Well, I was hoping to be gaining on Eddie B, but I think we are, but nowhere near quick enough to have an effect before the end of the race. Ooh, sweating. Please change that. Ooh. We help keep the lights on, like you certainly do. Although you might prefer it with the lights off, actually. I know what you two are like. Oh my life. You have a hard time choosing between Le Mans and Bathurst. Wow, okay. I think Bathurst for me, one, because it is shorter and it's more intense over the top of the mountain, and then you get a bit of a rest down the Conrad. If I had to choose out of those two, but I still enjoy Le Mans in the right car. Oh, we got one more. Very rare have I been able to climb over the curves on the last part, the first chicane in AMS2. Normally I'm slithering into the gravel. Can't catch Eddie B. I've not been consistent enough, especially through these chicanes. At least the boys behind aren't threatening me. Famous last words. I'm going to make a big mess of this corner. Just like that. Seven-tenths down on my quickest lap, and my quickest lap weren't the best. Sacked. Sack this driver. Get the next one. They're queuing up in the paddock. They're 10 a penny. Just grab another one. I'm only on my second race, but that doesn't matter. Get me out of the cockpit. Get another driver off the shelf. Kevin M, it's not working. Exclamation mark PW is not working. So the best thing is if somebody can type it in. It's uppercase T. Oh, hang on a minute. My brain stopped. TSRA in uppercase. Thank you, Necro. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. You forgot the woof, woof. You normally come in with the woof, woof. Oh, there it is. I didn't see it further up. No, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. The racing's taking its toll. Well, no, it's not actually the racing that's taking its toll. It's getting this seat in the right position that's taking its toll on me. I've had Allen keys coming out my ears. Yeah, this is how I've had to adjust my seat today. There you go. That's how I've had to adjust my seat today, and my pedal plate as well. I had to use that. Ooh. All right, let's catch up. I am dripping with sweat here. Welcome along to the channel, everybody. You've caught me glistening with a little bead of sweat about to leak somewhere. I was trying to catch up with chat and realise everybody's waiting for me to move on. Kevin M spending the weekend shoveling snow. There you go. Password. It's TSRA uppercase, or click on the poll at the top of the screen. Right, let's get this underway. Right, what do we want to do? Let's have a little think about this. What do we want to do? We did those on Tuesday. Rafa's requesting those. You know what, I fancy, before we move on to Rafa's suggestion, I fancy, shall we all try the BMW M6 in the GT3s? Shall we just give that a try? Because I haven't driven this one for a long while. What do we reckon? I'm going for the silky red. And where are we going? Where would it? What about Spa or Road America? No, we did Road America the other day, didn't we? And we did Nürburgring on Tuesday as well. Sebring. You know what? I fancy Spa. I fancy the old one as well. There we go. Let's give this a whirl. I haven't driven the BMW for quite a while. I'm guessing that a few of you out there haven't done it for a while either. Average Mike is out shopping with his daughter at the weekend, and a football game for her on Saturday. Weekend fully booked. Yeah, why do the weekends feel busier than the week? Can somebody tell me how it's April already? Well, I know it's not April now, but we've only got a couple of days left and it's April. Moving into race number 3, next race. Hour and 40 minutes into the live stream, everybody. Thank you so much for all the likes. We are going racing at Spa-Francorchamps, the 2020 version in the BMW GT3. You are more than welcome to join. You need the password though. The lobby is at Sim Racers Arms, as it says at the top of the screen there. Fill the lobby up. Let's have some great racing. GT3 BMW Spa 20. Got a note of that. Right, Craig's 1 click less of rear downforce and the rear is all over the place. Oh no. Rafa, so I opened my game to check the audio thing as you said, but I forgot my game is in Portuguese. It's the second one, it's the second one up from the bottom, and I put mine on 20. Shall I show you again? I don't know whether it'll let me while I'm in this. Yeah, so the middle one at the bottom, then scroll all the way to the bottom, Rafa. Sorry, third one up. LFE extra volume at 20. I'm pretty certain it was that one. I think I reduced the wall reflection volume as well. I'll probably knock it down a little bit more. So, yeah. Third one up from the bottom. Here we go. Joseph, I have a hard time choosing between the... Oh, I read that, didn't I? Oh, okay, I've caught up. Also, that T1 on lap 1 was something. He certainly was. I need to find that race, GT3 race at Spa where they all went off, because we almost copied it to perfection. Let's see if I can find it. GT3 Spa T1. Where they all went off. Can't find it. No, I can't find it. I'll find it in a minute. Necro, hope everyone's doing well. Agreed, Bathurst is superb. It is, especially once you've learnt it. I used to hate it. Not hate it. I used to like wince when I used to like select it and think, oh, here we go. But once I learnt it, really good. Josie's favourite brick track is Snetterton. Yeah, the only thing with Snetterton is people complain that it's too flat. But there's some tricky corners there. I particularly like the last sector. Turn 1 and the last sector are my favourite at Snetterton. We sorted the password out for Diego. Thank you. Snetterton double hairpin insane. Sorted the password. Thank you for that, Kevin. Passing it on to Diego. Soft knees. Always wanted to be a ballerina. Now I did it in stream. Default seems to be a bit slow. Yeah, definitely needs a tweak. Necro, I did. I have standard entry into any stream chat like it. Fridays had a disaster in the last race. No. Rafa, Matt, I sent on DMs how my audio settings are. I'm not sure if you'll be able to help since it's in Portuguese. Well, it'll be a challenge. Let's have a look. Yeah, the volume extra, the third one up at the bottom, you've got it at 25, and I got it set at 20, and the reverb, I've got all the way down at 56, I think it was. Try tweaking those settings, Rafa. Alright. I need to jump over and say hi to the gang over in Discord, and let's get back out on the road as well. Nearly caught up with chat, not quite though. Soft knees, I got server to run in 45 minutes. Will the next few race done in time? 10. Yes, it should be done. Soft knees. Skeets, I know I started it, but I can't believe no one called Watkins Glen. Well, see again, Watkins Glen, it has to be in the right car to enjoy the uphill. I can't speak. The uphill S's and the bus stop. My Achilles heel there is the right-hander at the bottom of the hill, just as you start the last the end of the sector. Let's this car through. So if anybody is listening to the live stream whilst driving and you've got a tremendous setup, would you mind sharing it with me, please? Because this track definitely needs setup. And don't create an awful one and send me that, because that'd be just wrong. Don't forget to make sure you've got traction control and ABS turned on. We're in GT3 after all. Tyres are still warming up. Right, I might catch up with chatting a minute. We're waiting a very long time for the grip to come back. Doesn't feel too bad though, even on cold tyres. It should be interesting once the tyres get warm. This BMW drives not bad. I don't know how it compares with the others in its class, but this BMW is not driving too bad on cold tyres. Yeah, you might have to restart the game. But I definitely look at your Windows settings. Just search YouTube for whatever Windows you're on, reset audio to default. That's all you need to search. There's a gaggle of BMWs behind. What do we call a multiple of BMWs? A bewildering of BM... No, that's crap. Oh, that's even worse. Let him through. This BMW is not bad, you know. Macro, back to the topic of tracks. My absolute favourite track is Nordschleife. 5 or more minutes of intense fear, depending on the car. Yeah. Again, it's one of those tracks, you've got to learn it. You've got to be familiar with it to enjoy it. If you're not, then it'll just get frustrating. Soft knees. I gotta go. This looks like fun and starts early enough for me. Where can I see in advance your lobbies? Soft knees, we do this every Tuesday and Thursday starting from 4:30 UK time. And we run all the way up till about 9, half past 9 in the evening UK time. You're more than welcome. We do the password protected lobby the last Thursday of the month. If it becomes popular enough, we will do the password protected a bit more often, but the driving standards have got to be up there. Skeets, I love the Green Hal, it's absolute madness. I watched the Green Hal 24 for the first time in 2023. It was you you picked the right year to watch it. Kevin, you like the bomb hole, eh, Matt? Yes, the bomb hole at Snetterton is one of my favourites because it makes me giggle because I'm a child. Because the original name for it was called the Bum Hole by the motorcycle racers because it was a really not pleasant corner. SHIT corner, so they called it the Bum Hole. And then when it started being televised, it became the Bomb Hole, so they could still have a giggle and a reference to the Bum Hole, but they called it the Bomb Hole, so it was more TV friendly. There's a bit of history for you. History I had to learn for one of the time trials that I put on one of my videos. Still only on the left. Oh, I've read that. Setup trolling, yeah. Even Spa could be considered one of the best. Yeah, there's obviously Eau Rouge and Radeon, and then another 2 corners I really enjoy, so there's 3 or 4 corners I really enjoy. Hey Matt, I shared mine. I hope it's good, Craigs. I hope you haven't created the worst possible setup. Let's have a look. I would like, I need to put it as a suggestion, that once you've received, when you click on it, you get the chance to implement it. You should have a little box pop up and say, do you want to install this now? Oh, hello, it does. It never used to. Oh, oh no, it didn't. I got really excited. It's just, you have to go into load, and then you have to click on it, and then it fills it, and then see if it's actually worked. Have you just given me the default setup, Craigs? What did you what did you change, Craigs? This looks like default to me. Look at all the stuff I'm changing there as well. And Craigs going, what's the point of me sharing it if all you can't do? Oh. I can't help it. I blame my mother and my father. I can't get out now. You can't pull the wool over my eyes, Craigs. I knew it. Oh no. Oh dear. Skeets, back in the day I remember twin rings being fun. A squadron. A squadron of BMWs. Come on, let me out. I want to do one more lap. I need to test this awesome setup of Craigs. Tricky Nicky, be on in a bit. No worries, Tricky. There's plenty of room in the lobby. The password is in the poll above. The poll. And by the way, has everybody hit the like and subscribed? All that YouTube goodness. You know what's going to happen if I've got this much energy and silliness in me at this point in the live stream. In about another hour's time, I'll be like yawning my head off and apologising. Soft knees, great, thanks for the info. I'm plus 2 hours, fit's excellent. That's good to hear. Thanks, soft knees. Kevin M. Heard the bomb hole story before, but always love it. Yeah, absolutely. Why is driving in the rain so hard in this game? It's hard in real life. If you're on the correct tyres, it can be tricky and you kill the wet tyres. And if you're caught out on the wrong tyres, it's even trickier. And depending on how used the track is, it can vary so much from lap to lap. And the amount of water on there as well. Have you tried LMU in the rain? Crikes, well actually it's not default. I changed the brake bias by 1 click. See, you think I don't know. You think I don't know. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Skeets. You know, my missus just got home from day drinking with her friends. Pray for me. Keno, get them on the rig, drunk, and I want a commentary of what they're up to. As long as they don't crash into everybody. They're allowed to have a crash on their own. No, I've changed my mind. It's a password protected lobby. Scrap that idea, Keno. Not a good idea. Right, let's get some quali laps in. He says confidently. Skeets, LMU is much easier in every aspect to drive versus AMS2. Well, it can't be a proper sim then. If we go by the last 5 years of commentary on sim titles, the harder it is, the more realistic it is. So, I'm sorry, you've just put the death knell on LMU. Bad idea. Yes, Keno. You see, I didn't engage my brain before this hole, and then I realised what I said, and then I imagined what your beloved and her friend's day drinking state might be, and then suddenly realised I said such a terrible thing. Actually, Keno, it might work in your favour. Whatever you need new for your setup, now is the time to mention it while she's drunk in front of her friends. You'll get it delivered tomorrow. Not hard equals Simcade. Yeah, that's all we've heard for the last 5 years. No, Skeets, no, you're not allowed to say that. Not after what you've just said about LMU. I'm sorry. Hampus, you don't like this car. What's the biggest problem with this car, Hampus? Because I don't think it's too bad when you're up against the same car from the same class. If we were up against the Porsche, I don't think we'd be doing very well. We'd be okay on the straight, I think, in a slipstream against the Porsche, but I think the Porsche would outrun this around the rest of the track. Skeets, average mic. I mean, it's not grid. Grid was alright for its time on the console. So what don't you like, Hampus? Give me more feedback, Hampus. I thought I went into neutral then. What you need to do, Hampus, is try Crike's setup. That's a joke, by the way, Hampus, if it is. Do you know what he did, Hampus? He sent me the default setup. I have them all, even Forza as it's quite absolutely. I tell you what, Forza. I'm going to say it. I'll tell you what, Forza has got fantastic grass on the side of the circuit. If you take like the Opel Kadett to VIR and on the start-finish straight, take yourself off onto the grass, you'll have a whale of a time. The grip level is so good and so well balanced on the grass. It's a shame that that's all I can say about Forza and its handling and physics. However, the photo mode is superb. You get some beautiful photos from Forza. Again, it's a shame that's all I can really say about Forza. Especially after all the way they bigged up the tyre model on the run up to the release. See, Matt has got opinions. Of course it. Didn't think I was gonna. Okay, balance is interesting through there. That half spin I had was all down to my own inept ability to brake or release the brake at the correct time while I was turning in. However, the second part of that, I could feel the inside front tyre lifting off the ground as the chassis didn't flex. It's a little bit loose on the rear. Now the tyres are getting a bit warm. I had a lot of fun with shift. Yeah. I had a lot of fun with that as well. Skeet's AMS2 is objectively the best because of the content and mods, not necessarily the people who drive it, like me. Just reading chat. I've got to change that setup. I need it just here so I can keep half an eye on the. It's no good being all the way up there when I'm supposed to be half looking at the track. Tom, hi Matt, what's the password to get in? The password is in the poll at the top of the chat. It's the easiest way for me to explain. Or get yourself over into Discord and join the voice channel, and one of the lads over there will tell you what it is. But the easiest way is to just click on the poll. Click on the like button, then click on the poll, say yes you have, and then you'll get the password. It's not an expensive point of entry. It's called bribery. Well, you know, it's the way it all works apparently. We found some time. Hampus, have you left in disgust and not told me what the problem with this car is? Or are you rejoining? It's, for a big car, what I will say is it's very kind of flat. It doesn't roll or pitch very much. It doesn't lean on the suspension and tyres very much. It's very kind of stable and flat. No worries, Tom. Welcome along. We've had 2 really good races so far. I can't believe we're on race number 3 already, and I can't believe it's nearly April either. I'm not sure what's happening in the world. It's almost like somebody's speeding up time. Oh, that was terrible exit. Why are we so many seconds off the leaders today? We're not normally this bad. Has somebody launched some new cheats for AMS2 over the last day or so? Because you weren't all that far ahead of me on Tuesday. I've got proof. I've got evidence. See, it's not bad through there. I'm going to have to let some air in this place. It's gone so warm again. Oh, snap. That was me again. Absolutely useless that was. I was doing a lot better. Are we going to get round in time for another one? Can't blame the heat in the tyres. It was my handling of this car that caused that snap. It's got a nice amount of four-wheel drift. It's just not doing anything stupid with those long fast corners. It's only doing stupid things when I make it do a stupid thing. See, I turned in too much and I was still on the brakes. That's what destabilised it there. Right, I'll catch up with chat in a minute. Thank you for sharing the password, Kevin. I'm gonna pivot on the subject now. Go on, get across the line. We've got 15 seconds. 12, 11, 10. Yes, we're gonna do it. Right, concentrate. Shut up, Matt. I'm gonna ask a question when we get to the Camel Straight, and I want your thoughts, everybody. Are you listening? Too much. Come on. Right. Have we seen what they think is underneath the pyramids? And what are our thoughts? What do we think's underneath the pyramids, everybody? After that interesting LiDAR scan that they've done. Where are people finding 4 seconds from? Well, what's underneath the pyramids? Have you not seen the new scans that they've got from this really clever LiDAR scanning? And they found objects that go like 600 metres under the pyramids. They look like pillars of some sort. A whole series of pillars under the whole of the plateau, I believe. But there's also existing stuff inside the pyramids on the base level, ground level. It's really interesting stuff. I still believe the aliens have done it. Or an ancient... I'm actually leaning towards either aliens or a really advanced ancient civilization that there's no evidence been left behind of. That's where I'm going with. You nearly found 2 seconds of the 4 that I'm missing. How can I be missing 4 seconds from this lot? Unbelievable. Hiya, Leo. In but no time. Yeah, but you'll be ready for the next one. Leo, being you're new here, have you got a request, a track car combo request? Have a think. If you've got a favourite car and track for the next race, let me know. We'll do that one. As long as it's not too crazy. It's got to be lobby friendly. That's what we need to think. Tricky Nicky, where can I find it? Just looked it up. That's crazy. The pyramids are the evidence. Yeah, go and have a little search on the old internety web. Egyptians weren't around as built. Yes, I don't think it was them. I don't think it was them. Go and have a look at the recent scan images of under the Giza pyramid plateau. I think that's what you need to search for. And also the hard stone vases. Those are mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. Joseph is with me. It was the aliens or an ancient civilization. Advanced. Right, here we go. Yeah, you'll all be down the rabbit hole later. You'll all be typing away, and then at 2 o'clock in the morning you'll be going, how did he get to 2 o'clock in the morning? I guess it feels heavy and muted. Can't feel much. What the front? That is really strange, Hampers. Have you deleted your the car setups? You might have to do a reset on your car setups, because with my setup I can feel everything that's going on. If anything, the back end is a bit muted, but not much. There is even evidence of a nuclear bombs used millennia ago. Wow. Egypt was the land of Marduk, according to the tablets of Nineveh. Look at the can of worms I've just opened. It fascinates me. I'm kind of on that path of either aliens, which I really want to believe, and it'd be so much fun if they did exist, or an ancient civilization that just did things differently to us, that didn't have the same technology. Ready up, everybody. 5 seconds to go. Oh my word. Ready up. Here we go. Cold tyres, everybody, cold tyres. Oh, hello. I think we all got around it, well done, everybody. Right, if I can just please stay with Hamburger in front. Oh, there's an admission. Oh, hello. You will slow down a lot more than I thought you was going to. Well, I can't back out now, can I? I'm on the grass. I'm going to have to back out of that one. I really didn't want to back out of that one, but considering I had 2 wheels dipped on the grass, there was no way I was going to stop while I was on the grass. But we kept it in there. Oh, hello. Dirty tyres. Crikes, hold them up a little bit more for me. Mega understeer. I can feel the tyres doing that as they're gripping and letting go again. So much information. You'll have to all come round and try my... I mean, it's not the best rig in the world. However, I do think I've got my force feedback set up in the most detailed way for AMS2. Come round. Well, everybody come round. Just make sure you bring a bottle of beer with you. I want to get drunk after you've all left. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Where did Hamburger go? I didn't hit him. I didn't hit anybody. I was completely off the circuit. Crikes, you're supposed to get in front of Hampus and then hold everybody up so I can come and join you. Oh no, what is that, Matt? Just the first one. I had to let Vilsai back through. I couldn't possibly keep the place after cutting the last chicane in the manner in which I did. I'm guessing Hamburger went off at the same chicane. Oh, somebody's cooking something really nice. I can smell it. Oh, why would they do that? Why would they waft the smell of the cooking into this place? Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted too late. Just about get away with that one. Philside is settling into his groove now. Craigs is pulling a lead on us both. Sometimes I nearly start a sentence and finish it, you know, while I'm driving. To lift. Oh, I couldn't have let it brake any later. Oh, that blows behind. Going to be giving me grief at the end of Camel Straight. The outside, what an exit from turn 1. Amazing traction you found. Oh, we're starting to gap each other a little bit. Here comes Pablo. Oh, Pablo's must be running a demon setup. He's trying to sneak down the outside. The field side's gone. Oh! Oh! It's time to push the tyres. Just feeling them going off and then glanced and saw they were at 86 on the front there. Oh, he's in the slipstream. He's gone very wide. Demon on the brakes. Oh, contact. Just a little tap. We survived. Oh, I've got to say, this feels really nice through there. He's gaining. Made a bit of a mess of that, if I'm honest. Oh, get round. Oh, nice amount of torque, mid-range of the revs. Concentrated. Hello. We appear to be gaining on either a back marker or Craig's. Here we go, we're in trouble now. It's just about stayed on. Resistance is futile. Oh, there's nearly contact. A little bit of contact. Oh, he's still there. If I didn't close the door, a blinking would have had us. Oh, Pablo's having a wobble. I missed my gear change. Not good. Pablo could possibly be on his last warning for track limits as well. Thinking about it. Ah! Can't, great big fat BMW, can't get around. Oh, hello. Oh, blinking, I owe you one for that one. Robbins Racing, here comes Veilside on an absolute flyer. Oh, oh, no, oh no, no, it was going so well. They got into each other and then come across the front of me. Oh, it was such a good race up until that moment. Oh. Rewind on the exit of that tight chicane. I got a really good run out of that last chicane as well, and they tangled into each other. I was absolutely convinced that I got more than enough traction to get around them. Right, the tyres are 86, but they feel like they're in the 90s. Something odd going on there. Awesome sauce in front. I wonder what kind of sauce it is if it's awesome. What does it taste like? Is it like peri peri, or is it a garlic kind of sauce, or is it a hot sauce? Oh, I'm so interested. Oh, Mike's digging himself out of the sand. He's replaying the compliment that I gave him. Stuck on the curb. Donutting across the curb is not the best. Wow. I actually enjoyed that one. What did you think, Hampus, after you've done a few laps in it? That was Quali laps, the whole race for you. I enjoyed that one. Them cars weren't as bad. On my setup, I can't speak for your setup, but on my setup, I'm going to say that because I want to see that replay on the exit of that chicane. Right, where did we get to? I set you off on the Egyptian route, didn't I? Kino reckons it's rodent infestation. Average might say sand and dust. Skeet says there's a chamber and rooms. Craig says there's sand underneath. Brian, I heard about it. I haven't looked into it yet. I think we should. I think you should spend many hours going down that rabbit hole or Egyptian hole. Right. Right. GT Classics. This might upset a few people. I'm going for a very subtle paintwork. What about it? Oval Interlagos. Oval Interlagos. This should be wild ride. The speed these things get up to. Kino's just looked it up. That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, if you're looking at the illustration of what's underneath the pyramid, it's not quite as clean cut as that. I saw some more evidence in the actual scans late last night, and it's not that, shall we say, but it's something similar to that. But if you think them columns are 600 meters, and there are columns, but they don't look like that graphic that they've done. The Earth is 5,000 years, and that's a fact. Skeets, it was insane when I read the word Adamu was the name of the Anunnaki gave their creation. You say, trust me, bro. These cars were made for Spa. They certainly were. This is even closer than the last race. Time to get some spun on the last lap. And me, Craigs. The tyres in that BMW, then the tyres hit about 88, not miles an hour, and you go to the future, but 88 degrees. It's almost like being 90 degrees in other cars. Underground structures twice as deep as the Eiffel Tower, stretching across 2 kilometres. I thought you might enjoy it, Kevin. Ampus, I think my dislike is just a combination of front engine. Yes, it is front engine, assisted car, higher weight, and just how they... Yeah, it could be. Cryx, I was struggling with the rear towards the end of braking, and that's how I spun. Did you go a click lower on the rear wing? Says Hampus. Skeets, I drove front wheel drive in real life, so I guess that's why I like this car. Yeah, me too. I mean, this Corvette is like, because I'm stupid, this is the kind of car I go for. Thanks, Ian. Hiya, Mike. Hiya, Cat. How are we both? That's what I like to hear. Did you enjoy that one, or did you have a bit of a mare? Did you enjoy my spin, Mike? Yeah, I saw you about half a lap later. You went. I did that just for you, you know. Okay. Yeah, I had a really good race up until the last chicane, and the guys in front were battling so hard that I managed to position myself to get a really late apex on the final part of the chicane and get a good traction. But they got into each other and spun in front of me and took all three of us out. So I've saved that replay. When somebody what, sorry? Oh, okay. Well, you know, if you've got the talent to do that, why not, Cat? Save shield. Right, have a good race. This should be interesting. This will be a real test, because this car will get up some real speed on this version of this track, but the brakes will need like some thinking about. Yeah, yeah, about 400 meters before. Oh, okay. So no excuse why you're not in the lead, and that. Well, if you're anywhere near the front, you should have a good race, because there's some good drivers at the, like, they're all consistent and fast at the front. I've had real trouble getting anywhere near them today. The first two races, I was about 3 seconds off the leaders. So I don't. So yeah, it's been an interesting one. Chris was in here a minute ago. I can't see him now. He must have left. Right, have a good one. Right, turn off ABS, turn off traction control, go into fun mode. Crikes, you didn't touch anything. Hello, coming through. Right, that man in front, Nismo, drove this the other day with another group of drivers, so there's no excuse for him not to be going quick. Coming through. Oh. A blink in. I was the only one who survived that 3-car billiards. Well, I've saved the replay, and if you watch the live stream back a blinking, you'll see how interesting it was from my point of view. I got an excellent line halfway through the chicane and got massive traction, and then you both kind of skidded across the front of me, so there was not much I could do. I was really proud. Oh my life! I was really proud of myself for getting myself in that position. I had to think about it and everything, and it hurts. I've still got a headache now. Skeets, I am not in the game yet. I am still working. Oh no. Oh, okay. Wow, this car. Working since hours. Well, getting paid. That's all that matters. Apart from at least getting some of the work done. Oh, hello. Kevin M, heading off. Have a nice weekend, all. Have a nice chat. Thank you so much, Kevin. Have a great rest of your day and have an even better weekend. Are you having a meeting down the pub now, are you? Thank you, Kevin. Rafa, I did Opal 86 in the 476 layout. It was something. It's such a long track. That 76 version. Hello, hello, hello. Right, concentrate. We're about a kilometre from the turn, so we need to brake now. Where's the 1,000-metre brake board? That's what I want to know. And here. Oh, we'll slide through there. Cycrov, hello, how are you? How's things in Cycrov land? That Rafa's picked a combo that's going to be really interesting in the race, as you can see from the the free practice. He nearly took the rear of my car out. I've got to say, this is such a bonkers car, and I do really enjoy it. Because it is so bonkers, you can drive it like you stole it. Wow, this is a tricky track in this car. It's the transition across some of the sections of the track just upset the car enough. But you're going so fast. I mean, we're doing 140 mile an hour already. That was a better lap. You overcommit and crikes. Oh no! Oh, can you imagine what the race is going to be like? You only need somebody to go off, bounce off the wall and come back on the track, and yeah, we're going to have some fun. Extas, was you warming up your tyres? Got it slightly wrong. That bump there is going to be the death of a lot of drivers, and this one. Once you lose it, this thing doesn't. Well, you do the speed you're doing in a really old car. Hello, hello, and it's a lightweight car. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. It's very true. Yeah, Rafa, we're all looking at you now. There's 1,000-metre breakboard marker. At least I've been off as much as Mike has. Oh, who's this? Somebody's got the knack of that corner. I haven't quite got the knack of that one. Oh dear. Ambition over grip. It's click on the pole at the top, Cycroft, sorry. Don't you oi me. I'm sorry. Click on the pole and then it'll tell you. You see, what you should have done is click like, then the poll said that you clicked the like and you would have seen the password. The password is readily available, you've just got to find it. There's a 2 minutes left of this one, and then there's a 10-minute private quali, so you'll be the only car on the track, so no excuse not to get a good quali lap in, unless you've gathered that much catch fencing. Your car won't go any quicker. Oh, my keyboard's just jumped up. The place is falling apart. Oh. 1,000-metre breakboard. Who's this behind? Absolutely flying past me now because I made a mess of that left-hander. Ironically, they're all left-handers on this circuit. We were ahead of our fastest lap. Not that it matters. This is only free practice. Car on the inside, car on the outside, another car on the outside. Opposite lot. You can't beat an evening drive with the top down. So romantic. Oh, mic's off again. I mean, he could be driving behind me and say that about me because I've been off multiple times. Oh, you cheeky little thing. Mike. I knew somebody. You've seen me thinking about the way I've been saying that, trying to say it. I don't know why that is stuck in. Click where you need to vote. You wait, Mike. Oh, we were nowhere near a. Nowhere near the second we need. How on earth? A 55. I'm dripping me sweat here. Click on the vote and you'll see the password. Me and you, Mike. Next time on track. Sweating. Oh. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, what is going on with me and this keyboard? I still haven't got the hang of this keyboard. been on a compact keyboard for like 3.5 years. Gone back to a full-size keyboard. And I can't type. My English is horrible. I'm throwing stones in a... Yeah. Right, 10 minutes of Quali. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to watch somebody else go around. We'll sit with... Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Nismo. Needs to get out the pits. Okay, so we'll sit with Cat and wait for Nismo to go out, because he just set the fastest lap. Where I need to go and have a BRB. I need a pit stop of my own, everybody. So many people flying in the air. Yeah. Right, Nismo's still in the... Nismo is over in the Discord chat. But he set the fastest lap, so we're going to study what he does. Right. Have a dance, have a sing, learn the words.
Here he comes again, reckless and wild. Nothing and no one will change his style. Win at all costs, he's coming through. Vote to kick is all you can do. Bobby goes for a gap, but Jimmy says no. When you get collected, it's the way it goes. Look around at your car to see what's left. A first lap mess, ha, who could have guessed? Another mistake, he brakes too late. He's into the arco and lost some paint. Come on there, mate, come on there, mate. He's into the arco and lost some paint. Come on there, mate, come on there, mate. He's been weaving around, mirrors ignored. We've all been on track and seen this before. It's a T1 wreck into your driver's side door. It makes your blood pressure rise, and it's really no surprise. These maniacs on track will be your demise. One more victim, that's just great. Another big shot right out of the gates. Come on there, mate, come on there, mate. Another big shot right out of the gates. Come on there, mate, come on there, mate. Sometimes things don't go quite the way they should. Sometimes things don't turn out so good. Sometimes you get wrecked, but what can you do when the punter's on track? Get downright rude. Hey! Defend yourself, hold your line, and hope it's not you in the grass this time. But even great reflexes won't save you when knees up and lobbies do what they do. It's a roll of the dice every time you join. It's as random as a flip of a coin. It takes thick skin and you can't always win. The Sim Racing's the game you chose to be in. It's full gas into an apex light. Doesn't even know he has brakes. Come on there, mate, come on there, mate. Doesn't even know he has brakes. Come on there, mate, come on there, mate. Sometimes things don't go quite the way they should. Sometimes things don't turn out so good. Sometimes you get wrecked, but what can you do when the punter's on track? Get downright rude. Hey, there goes his paint. Come on there, mate, come on there, mate. Right out of the gate. Come on there, mate, come on there, mate. Doesn't even know he has brakes. Come on there, mate. Get back there, mate. Arriba, arriba, andale, arriba, Speedy Gonzales. Arriba, arriba, andale, arriba, Sim Racers. Why would you do that? Why would you break?
Right, we're back. We need to try and get out on track. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. Oof, right. I might, at this rate, got a grid penalty, so I may be running from the back. The tyres will be extra cold because I left it in the pits too long. At least we've got nobody else on the track to murder. I do like the effort they've gone to with the period signage around the track. I like it when they do details like that. So we've got fuel, I can't speak. That's what you've done to me, Mike. And now I can't say it. I can't speak at my stall. I'm just going to relax, enjoy the scenery and the speed of a crazy car. Oh, that felt so good through there. Oh, the tyres are so cold. I was doing so well. Up until the point I wasn't, as usual. .155 miles an hour into the braking zone. 100 mile an hour four-wheel drift. 110 mile an hour understeer. That was slightly better with a bit of heat in the tyres. Let's see if we can get the final sector somewhere near right. That's that. Uh-oh, we're in big trouble here. I have no idea why I snatched second gear. What was that all about? Keep it going because we can get some heat in the tyres. And then maybe get another lap. Maybe even 2 laps, thinking about it. Oh no, 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 no! Oh, first proper one of the live stream, everybody. You're welcome. So is there any motorsport worth looking at on the old YouTube or any other streaming service over the weekend? Anybody aware of anything? I know a lot of the UK club circuits have got things happening. Even Donington's Park's got something happening this weekend. It sounds like quite an interesting weekend actually. It's they've got varied GTs. They've got the Legends, and they've got three classes of Caterhams the weekend. There's also an endurance race with the GT cars on Sunday. I'm not quite sure how long that GT race is for. Don't ask me to drive. Right, can we have a new driver? This one's no good. Can we just swap him out, please? Cycrov, gotta travel to Spa Historic. You're going back in time. See ya. Thanks, Cycrov. What, in AMS2, Cycrov, are you racing? I didn't want to speak too soon, but that felt really good through turn 1. MotoGP at Kota. Yeah, I thought I was doing really well as well, until I wasn't. This car's to get it fast round here is a real fine balance between being really careful inputs on the steering, I think, and I just haven't found it yet. Let's see what the race holds. Well done, Craig. Well done, Hamburger, Nismo, Cat, Brino, some weirdo in 6th, Tomo in 7th, Kino in 8th, Pills in 9th, Grub in 10th, and Extas in 11th. Well done, everybody. My PC is working overtime at the moment. Oh, I haven't got the fan on. I wondered why it was running so hot. I thought it's because it was warm in here. Panic. I've had to open that window, that door. There you go, it's already dropped 3 degrees. I've been running without the fans. I'm not shocking. Sack. Never mind sacking the driver. Can we sack the live streamer, please? They're queuing up outside. It won't be hard to find a better one. What a Quali, says Craigs. Skeets SRO at Sonoma. Joseph NASCAR. Average might top 4 with a 10th. Within a 10th, I should say. Yep. Especially in a car like this. Can you imagine what the race is going to be like now? When it goes wrong, it is going to go seriously wrong in this race. GT World YouTube channel for Sonoma. Okay, thank you for that, Skeets. Great, can't wait to destroy all my work because I forgot about cold brakes and cold tyres and the 1,000-metre brake board. I didn't even clock how fast we were going down that long first straight. Right, I'm going to wait just to make sure we get a good synchronisation, so you'll have to bear with me, everybody. Right, while we're doing that, has anybody got any spare change? Has anybody got any spare change? Because there's an Aston Martin sim rig. It's an updated, engineered by Curve. An updated Aston Martin sim rig. It's only $75,000. Look away. only. So if you say it quick, it doesn't sound so much, does it? $75,000, and it's not even got motion. Ready up, everybody. Watch the time, Craigs. It looks ugly. It looks like a one-man submarine. Tricky Nicky, watch the time. Here we go. Well done, well done, well done. Right, here we go. My seat is moving even more now. Not a bad start. Cold tyres, cold brakes, everybody. Oh. Well done, everybody. A bit more lock-up, please. Massive understeer. Oh, over that little crest. Hamburger and Crikes are at it again. On straight. It always well, it doesn't amaze me. It always makes me smile that in the right car, that one of the simplest of tracks can demand so much concentration. Oh, we had to dab the brakes again. That's no good. We lost momentum up the hill. Oh, that felt so nice through there. That's just the right amount of four-wheel slide across that crest. We've just got to keep the consistency going there. That's the hardest thing in this vehicle. Oh, she's a brute, but she's delicate. All at the same time. Kino, at least it's only $75,000. That's all you got to remember. Oh, the school kids have left the cones everywhere for a giggle. Oh, I changed too early into fourth. What am I doing? You can't beat manhandling a delicate brute. Oh, we got a good run. Oh, get round. Please get round. Right, third gear, don't change it. Why did it wobble on the way in? Oh, here it comes. Hamburger again. Only just got away with that one. Seat cooler needs to go up to max. Get in, get in, get in, get in. I just brushed that curb on the inside and it pushed me wide. Yeah, no. Oh, the only saving grace that his hamburger went wider than me on that corner. Oh. Oh, hamburger's got to run. Oh, a little nudge. Crikes has gone as well. I tell you what, that stock car manoeuvre there, hamburger's waiting. Go hamburger, don't ruin your own race. Oh, can't get round. Thank you, hamburger. Oh, buckaroo. There's so much speed being carried into that bottom corner. And we were all on the limit. Something had to give. I've lost the groove. It's a lot of fun, I must admit. Yeah, crikes. You ever complain about a bad race ever again? How could you have had such a massive off and still be in first? And then you were so lucky that me and Hamburger were into each other. Oh, I'm off. Go Hamburger. Take me with you though. Marker. Coming through Mind Paste, if you're listening. Oh, I don't know why I'm leaning. Ooh. The car coming thick and fast behind. Can't see him. Is it another invisible car? We had this before. Nismo. Oh. Right. Nismo, something weird happening here. You was invisible in my mirror, but I could see you once you come down the side of me. So I couldn't see you or the car behind you, so I was trying to leave room because I could see you on the radar. And then once you got in front of me, you appeared on screen. So weird. I had it on Tuesday. I've never had that before. I'm invisible to you, am I? Oh, okay. Literally nothing in the mirror for you and the guy behind you. Trying to balance it through there. Oh, not that curve again. Can't park there, Tricky. There'll be another lap after this one by the looks of it. They're slowly reeling back in again, but nowhere near quick enough. 10th place man, back marker ahead. Oh, he's over. Watch how you rejoin mind paste. Well done. Good awareness. Whew. One more. Come on. Another invisible car. Another invisible car. Oof. Really close battle with Hamburger and Cat for fourth. It should have been me. Oh, I quite enjoyed that one. Thanks, Teo. Let's see it. Right. Oh, I'm worn out. Looks like a Dodgem car. Skeets AMA Supercross on Saturday too. If you're into that, there's a channel called Rev TV in Canada. You can watch that. Excellent. Skeets, work is done, but I'm no fan of vets. Can't wait for the next enduro. Rafa and Matt, when you're gonna do a race in the Copa truck again, you need to test it. How they drive since 1.6. What a race. Right, okay, what are we doing next? I fancy... I know I'm pushing my luck. We've done it 3 live streams on the trot. But I want to go back to most sport and just see how this handles, because we were having real trouble at the bottom of the hill. Plenty of room in the lobby if you want to join. For some excellent racing. So we're going F3 at most sport. Unless somebody else has got a request, you're more than welcome to make it. GT4 Porsche Velocita. Yeah, that's got to be carnage, isn't it? Copa Classic FL. What's Rafa? What's the Copa Classic FL? Have you typed that right? Can't think where it is. There's an exodus. What's going on? Beetle and the Puma. Oh, okay. I'll have a look in a minute. Is it something we said? I might do the practice and quali for this one. I want to watch the F1 esports finale. How rude. This is the F1 finale. Keno, see you next Thursday, guys. Good racing. Thank you, Keno. No worries, Crikes. You go and do what you need to do. So what we might do, we might switch to a non-password lobby in a minute. Or we just might end early. Depends how many people come into this lobby. Oh my word. And looking at the camber they've got on the rear axle on these, it is so realistic to the real ones. Pills, you should stop when things are at their best. It was nice, thank you. See you next week. Bye bye. Thank you, Pills. hazy day in Canada. I can already feel that this is better. Cold tyres, first 2 corners. Extas, out of battery, thanks for today. Have a nice rate. Thank you, Extas. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend, everybody who's leaving that. We're bottoming out a little bit. We may raise the tub a little. Yeah, the last time we raced these here, we were drifting out of that final corner. And we're still on freezing cold tyres. Yet we haven't lost the... I remember commenting that you could feel the aero and the mechanical grip swapping through that downhill left-hander. This needs setup. All the people that left are missing out on a car that has completely changed since last time we drove it. The stability of the car now. You watch me spin and crash now. No, look at the grip. What a transformation of this car. And the tyres are still not up to proper operating temperature. In fact, this car has now got so much understeer through the slow mid-corners. You couldn't keep it pinned down this section before. And then just understeer. No back end stepping out. That was because that's because I snatched first gear on the way in. Yeah, you need to lift the ride height a little bit, Crikes. Sunrise. flat out. There's no way you could do flat out through there in the last time we drove it here. And the back end is so stable now. And as you would expect in the slower corners where there's no aero, that's when she starts having a bit of a slither. Very nimble. Chris, hello. The password is in. Click on the vote thing above the chat and it'll tell you in there. Welcome along, Chris. TSRA in capitals. You've got 3 minutes left of free practice. Then we've got a 10-minute private qualifying session. You'll be on the track on your own. Nobody there to slow you down or upset your lap. And then we've got a 10-minute plus 1 lap race. Look at the sun coming through the trees. Yeah, it definitely needs a tweak on the setup. It's so good round here. Well done, Riser. I could do with a slipstream. Look at the sun on the nose of the car. No worries, Chris. Thank you for joining us. Oh, looking really pleasant in the sunrise. The back end, I can't get over the difference. What was it, a week ago that we drove this combination? And we were all complaining about the pendulum kind of shopping trolley rear end, and now you put hard push to get the back to step out. You have to do something really stupid like I just did on the way in, changed down too early, locked up the rear axle, like putting the handbrake on. Got a minute left of free practice, then we are into 10 minutes of private qualifying. What an improvement, this car. I keep on about it. Don't get me wrong, I still think that the AC1 Formula 3 is just that little bit better. But I tell you what, it's made a world of... Wow, look at that sun. It's made a world of difference to this car in AMS2. It's so... it's so rock solid until Craig's touched the curb. Look. Look, just no tiny bit of understeer down the hill, off camber downhill, flat out. You would expect to get understeer from a car like this without any setup. Is that what you did, Crikes? You're probably better off softening the anti-roll bar 1 or 2 clicks rather than doing it through the aero, especially with this great big long uphill section. You probably need the less aero for that section. Do it through mechanical grip rather than aero grip. Oh, look at the sun. Oh, you did 3 clicks. I was at 1.4 seconds. Oh, This car is so good now. I think it's because it was so tricky before with that rear axle. And now, what a difference a week can make. Has anybody out there got any information on Assetto Corsa Evo, whatever you want to call it? Has anybody had a sniff of any information regarding the next update? It must be coming out soon. Crikes, yeah, it's definitely better. Yeah, it's like, it's just so rock solid until you really, really push it or you trip yourself up through a section. Let me just check something very quickly. 10 minutes of Quali. Private Quali. Off you go. Right. I may set up a lobby after this one, but take the password off. Well, I don't want to change any of that. Don't want to change that. That down. 1, 2. That up. 1, 2. That up. Save a temporary setup. And away we go. Plenty of room in the lobby if you want to join it. Just ask for the password or click on the vote at the top of the chat. Warming up my tyres. In fact, to get a really good lap time out of this, I will probably go from whatever my settings were just on screen and drop the aero down a couple of clicks at a time until the car was really tricky to drive, and then bring it back up a couple of clicks if I had the time. That's what my approach would be, because I think everything else about the car was pretty good. Cold tyres, bloody cold tyres. Thank you so much for all the likes, everybody. You are very, very generous indeed. Yeah, definitely needs a bit of aero taken out of it and the gearing changing. At least with the extra 5 minutes of Quali, you get a bit of time to get the tyres warmed up a bit more than you would do normally. Bought it. Right, I'm only bottoming out once as we travel up the hill now. I lifted the car up 3mm, that's all it took. Oh, just a tiny bottom out there. Oh, hey, that was me changing one gear down too many. always entertaining. Tyres aren't warm enough for flat through there. Come on now. Concentrating. Oh, we lost loads of time. Didn't carry enough momentum through the bottom two right-handers. What I've done to the car. I don't know, you made it quicker. I think I've lifted mine up too high and it's disturbed the aero. In fact, well, I've got a chance. Only just about got a chance. I could be risking it all. Quick. Trouble is, it was taking so long to warm the tyres up. I may have run myself out of time. Come on, get some heat in these tyres. Way too aggressive trying to get heat in the tyres. Oh no. Right, oh, hello. We need a run at this one. We've got time. Let's just undo the damage we've just done. we try that again? Still will die. Front tyres are nowhere near enough the temperature they need to be. Come on now. Oh, we're miles off the pace.
Here he comes again, reckless and wild. Nothing and no one will change his style. Win at all costs, he's coming through. Vote to kick is all you can do. Bobby goes for it.
Right, we're back. Race number 5 we're on, and I haven't pressed my button again. I made the car so twitchy it was literally having micro snap every corner. Yeah, but you kind of have to, when you're doing the TTs and stuff and fastest laps, you kind of have to take it there and then dial it back to where you need it. English not Englishing as always. No, I understood. Good luck, everybody. What's the time? 8:15. Welcome to the stream. If you want to join, you're more than welcome. You can jump into the lobby ready for the next race. If you click... I'm dancing now. Night fever, night fever. If you click in the chat, in the voting, you will get the password. If you see me crash, it's because F1 Esports... Unbelievable. Watch the time, Stitch Face. Keep an eye on the clock. If nobody else joins, this may be the last race of the live stream. The trouble is, Craigs, just doing one lap proves absolutely nothing. She was slithering. Slipstream's working nicely. We couldn't get into 6th gear when we did it, the Quali lap with nobody in front of us. Oh, understeer. So we've had some great races. We had Stock Car 24s at Interlagos. Then we had GT4 McLaren at Monza, which was an interesting race. Then the GT3 BMW race at Spa, which turned into a really good race. And that car was really not bad once you got the hang of it and tweaked the setup just a tiny amount, not much. I just wish I could get rid of some of this understeer. Then we had the GT Classic Corvette at the Interlagos Oval, which was an interesting race, a lot of fun, I must admit. And now we're doing F3s at Mosport, trying to cling on to Croix. But everything I did to this car should have dialed out a lot more of the understeer than it's got. Tried a slightly different approach that time. Second all the way through the bottom of the hill. I hate to point out the elephant in the room, Crikes, but your last communication with me was, I'm only doing the first lap. You're just about to start the third lap. You can't help yourself, can you, Crikes? Average Mike, have a nice evening, have a great rest of your day, have an even better weekend. Enjoy the football with your daughter. Quakes have really settled into the groove now. Little puff of dirt. Half a wheel on the grass from Crikes in front. This car is too nice to leave. Can you see why I wanted to come back to it, Crikes? Shame we lost so many races. I think we could have had a really good race in this combo. Just grips so much now. I'm pushing so hard into the corners, I'm getting understeer. I'm sure with a bit more time I could tweak the car to suit my driving style. Probably something as daft as just sending the brake bias back a little bit. We will try that, not too much. I'm going to be going spinning off into the undergrowth if I go too mad with it. Thank you so much for all the likes, everybody. You are so generous. Well, considering I took three clicks of aero out of the rear wing and only took 2 out the front, the understeer is the problem for me. Probably need to add a bit more engine braking just to encourage that rotation. That's more like it. That's what you should be at. That is, I mean, it's proper twitchy. But you should be able to get a four-wheel slide through that last section to get the power on nice and early up this straight. And it's showing in the time, 3/10 up. I'm spoiling it, I'm spoiling it. Oh, I found some more time from somewhere. Oh, we're dipping on the grass, that's not good. Oh, it's rock solid through there, 4/10 up. First two corners. You watch me throw it all away now. I actually believe now that this car is at the point where you've heard people say you have to be at the speed to keep temps in the tyres, and sometimes you have to push a little bit harder than you believe you can go, and that's what's just happened on the first half of the course for me. I started pushing and I think I got that extra bit of heat in the tyres and it's delivering the time. Another 4/10. It's not good enough to catch Quali, who's absolutely flying again. This car and track, a match made in heaven. Making me grin. This is what it should have been like all along. Why is it taking so long to get this car to drive like this? Just need to find a little bit more pace. The consistency's coming. Out on the dirty side of the track, and they've kept it. Woo. So much better. Everybody used to avoid the Formula 3 cars since about 1.3, I think, version 1.3. And there was a couple of hit and miss updates where there was a couple of points where the back of this car was so much like a shopping trolley. But now you've really got to set the car up to get it to have a drift, which is how it should be, unless you're in a really slow corner. And I know for a fact we can get rid of some of this understeer, which will make the car even quicker. Not the quickest way through there, but it's a lot of fun. Well done, Crikes. Sorry if I made you miss your esports. What a difference a week makes. Well done, Rise. Woo! You went back to default aero. This guy's gigging now. That's what we like to hear. Well done, everybody. Right, the numbers haven't picked up. All good. I'll watch slightly delayed. No worries, Crikes. Right, that's it. We're going to end the stream there. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Crikes. Thank you, Brino. Thank you, Stitchface. And thank you to all the Overdrive that joined us a while back. Right, we are off. And I really hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. Have an even better weekend. And I hope to see you all on Tuesday for more Open Lobby Madness. Take care of yourself so you can take care of those around you. And until the next time, let's be careful out there. Thank you, everybody.